Dude, Jon killed Dany. Holy shit. Ooh, and he stabbed her in the heart too. Right? I did not expect this to be the ending. This is weird, right? I don't know what just happened here. He picked Dany up and left. But he didn't try to burn Jon. Aaron thinks his time has come. He's about to die. Ooh, his face seems like one of yeah, my queen is dead kind of. The fuck? How much time has passed?
The Unsullied give him what he deserves.
Say another word about killing my brother and I'll cut your throat.
Friends, please. We've been cutting each
We
other's
really did a
throats
time
for
jump like this?
Torgo Noodle. Jon Snow cannot go free.
It's not for you to decide.
You are not here to speak.
What an odd choice.
And have a king or queen.
Hey.
The most powerful people in Westeros. Choose one.
Please sit.
He tried to. The fuck? What's happening? But nobody else steps up. He steps up and he has to sit down.
Maybe the decision about what's best for everyone should be left to, well, everyone.
Okay, this is what we're doing. Try, Sam.
Stories. There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good
Oh,
story.
please, dear God, no. Do not say Bran.
Nothing can stop it. No enemy can defeat it. And who has a better story than Bran the Broken? Will you lead the Seven Kingdoms to the best of your abilities from this day until your last day?
He's like, the entire thing was a play. This is what I wanted the whole time.
Why do you think I came all this way?
Oh man, this feels like the writers were trolling us. I think this is what they're like, we're gonna make the person that everybody hates and is annoyed with as a character. We're gonna make him be the winner. Man, dude. Oh my God, dude. What is happening? I'm sorry. I can't right now. This is holy shit.
All hail Bran the Broken, first of his name, King of the Andals and the first.
Can I understand why Grey Worm is accepting this at all?
6 kingdoms and protector of the realm.
Like Jon, whatever.
Lord Tyrion,
I silenced
you will
you
be
to
my hand.
No, your grace, I don't want it.
And I don't want to be king.
Giving you to the Unsullied would start a war. Letting you walk free would start a war. So our new king has chosen to send you to the Night's Watch.
What the fuck? Are you shitting me?
Night's Watch.
What we did.
It doesn't feel right.
No, it does not, man. Way to tell us what's happening. Man, I'm trying to figure out if I would rather have just had Daenerys win and then this fucking kill everybody and call it a day. Hey, Johnny boy. You're going back to where you started. Fun times for you. It's crazy, man. We're essentially starting where we're like, he's going back to where. I'm shocked that he kind of accepted it. He was kind of like, you know what, we're good, man. You get to live. I lost Daenerys. I lost everything. Also, they were promising to give the Unsullied something, but the Unsullied can't even have kids. Where are we going? Oh, he's going to the place we're from, Sunday, right? Yeah. But none of us could have kids, so you know.
But they lost their king.
Being the queen.
Ned Stark's daughter will speak for them. She's the best they could ask for. You can come see me, you know, at Castle Black.
They can't.
You think anyone will dare tell you women aren't allowed?
He's like, I just don't want to. I want to
We're
go.
not going back north.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
What's west of Westeros?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Find out.
It's where all the maps stop.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me.
You were exactly where you were supposed to be.
Wow. That's crazy. He didn't get any. Is she gonna write a story? Like finish off this story, kinda? He writes, and he was an asshole. Is she gonna actually say what he ended up doing? He went back to save his sister. And ultimately died. She hates writing that. But he's a good person, so she wrote it. I respect you so much for that, man. Who built all this back up? Hey, this dipshit. Why?
Your Grace.
Your Grace? Your Grace? Your Grace?
Why is Braun here? So confused.
Lord Davos, we have an armada to rebuild and ports to repair.
We have. These projects will begin as soon as the Master of Coin and Lord of Lofty Titles provides funding.
The Master of Coin looks forward to helping the Master of Ships, but first he has to ensure we're not wasting coin, or soon there won't be no more coin.
Anymore.
You're Master of Grammar now, too.
Grand Maester.
Oh, speaking of builders, all the best brothels burned down. The Master of Coin is willing to fund reconstruction.
The Archmaester is less than enthusiastic about the salutary effects of brothels.
Tormund! The hell are you doing here? Daria? Oh no, we're just showing everybody. Oh my god, look at that. That was pretty. We really did end on the Starks. Are you the leader up here though? Like, are you the commander of the Night's Watch? I like this. This is cool. I like the score playing. Man, I am shocked that Arya didn't die to the faceless guy. I was pretty positive he was gonna kill her. Bro. Yo, Ghost, you should be pretty upset, man. He fucking left you. Oh my god, yes. This is amazing. Yes. He got his moment. Man, they could do a spin-off series of Arya's adventures wherever she's going. Oh my god, the Stark flag. What, son? Dude, no, bro. Like, no broing out with Tormund and Jon? Nothing? Actually, Jon is a wildling. Thought he was gonna stay at the wall. That is the ending. All right, that's the ending of Game of Thrones, man. That's the finale they went with. I'm sure Twitter is loving it. I'm sure people are loving the finale. Not really. I'm sure this thing is like it's like a mixed bag of just anger, probably, on the internet again. How do I feel about it? I feel like we ended up like, I feel like this is how I feel. This is how I feel about the show, about this season. It's like the writers were like, all right, or the creators, many artists or whatever, they're like, well, we have to get to this spot, right? We have to get to this spot, but we are here. Like we're here and we have to get here. All right, how are we gonna do that? It's like, well, we could just, get there in like 3 steps, skip over a bunch of bullshit, Except in Game of Thrones, none of that is bullshit. Not all of that matters. So it's a lot of that. Man, I don't know how I feel about it. Like personally, I'd probably give it a 7. That's probably what I would give it. Maybe I'd give it a 7, 8-ish. There was a lot of really good moments. I'll give it an 8. It was like we had these great moments where we stumbled, son. We stumbled a lot. But we got there. We got to the ending, but we stumbled aplenty. So that's ultimately how, like, the score I would give it. Do I wish we had a better, I don't know, just got there, I don't know, better. All right, let's go through this. Let's go through it real quick. So we start off, ashes everywhere. Everything was to hell. Kids' bodies burnt up. I mean, everything is bad. This is a bad spot we are in. Jon, Sir Davos, Tyrion all walking around. They're like, man, what the actual fuck happened? We fucked up. We chose the wrong person. Tyrion's gonna go talk to, I thought he was gonna talk to Daenerys, but obviously not. I guess he went to go do something else. Jon sees Grey Worm murdering people. They have a one-on-one, very, very intense stare off, very intense trying to figure out what exactly we're gonna do. Jon's like, I'm gonna go talk to the queen, and then Grey Worm continues to slice and dice. Tyrion goes to where he told Jaime and Cersei to go, and he finds their bodies, and we have a really, really good moment. And I was talking through this entire thing because I'm like, no, maybe we'll get a redeemable thing, and Cersei's alive, and she'll get a better, satisfying death. Nope, her death is her death. We had some amazing acting by Peter Dinklage, greatness right there. We see Arya walking, seeing craziness. We see Daenerys making a speech. The cool thing about evil Daenerys is that she doesn't think she's evil. She believes in her cause, and she believes she's right. And that's, I guess, that's what makes the great villains in all forms of entertainment. A villain that believes that what they are doing is right. That makes a great villain. And Daenerys believes it. And she talks about freeing all these people. And I'm just like, all these people aren't slaves? What are you talking about, freeing all these people? Queen, all this stuff. She makes Grey Worm her master of war. Tyrion comes up to her. They go like, you freed your brother and you killed you burned an entire city. Takes off her thing and just throws it on the ground like, bitch, fuck you. Essentially, I thought she was going to kill him right there. She did not. She's like, you are under arrest, treason, traitor. All right. Jon looks at her. Very, very awkward stare. Arya and Jon have a thing. He's like, meet me on the outside of the wall. Just, all this stuff. Then we have a one-on-one. Great. This is what the episode. So this episode had what Game of Thrones does well, right? It had moments of that, which is why I'm more in the line of an 8 than a 7. I'm a 7 because of personal reasons, but I'm an 8 because of execution on some things. Because the one-on-one conversations were gold. They were top tier Game of Thrones gold. That's what we fell in love with Game of Thrones, was those conversations, right? Those one-on-ones that you're just like, yes, give me more. And we had Jon, Tyrion having that conversation. We had a couple of times throughout here, even Jon and Dany. It was happening. It was amazing. And I loved all of it. Tyrion's like, hey man, it's a whole bunch of saying like, you should be, I don't want to be queen, she's my queen, like whatever, Jon. And at this point, I'm just annoyed with Jon. I'm like, Jon, you's just a bitch. Like, what the fuck? She's crazy. Oh, I love her. And that's one thing about this show, right? I never bought into Dany and Jon. It didn't make any sense to me. They had, maybe it would have made sense if the two actors had chemistry together, but the two actors acted well apart. Together, they were trashy garbage to me. I just hated them together. They felt like they had zero chemistry. So let's see. Great one-on-one. Ultimately, Tyrion's like, you have a choice. None of us do. Oh, this was a cool imagery. Like, look at that. Straight up a pile of bricks. And then out of nowhere, just, nah, son, peekaboo. It's a dragon. Very cool. Also, there's a bunch of people online that's like, no, this is Ashes. This is Ashes. How the fuck is this Ashes? This doesn't look anything like Ashes. Like, I don't know. It looks like snow. And that's what I kept saying throughout the reaction. I'm like, it looks like snow, but it's too white. And it keeps falling. It's just, what is it? And then it must have been Ashes because we literally see a few weeks later, it's all gone. So whatever. Great one-on-one here. At this point, I'm just angry at Jon. I'm like, hey, Jon, you dumbass. Great one-on-one. I love the acting by Emilia Clarke here, though. She really played off the person that believes she's in the right. She's like, we can free all these people. They don't have a choice. She's saying all these really, really tyranny things. And then Jon's like, oh, like Jon's giving you his best acting. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's really gonna do this bullshit about falling in love. And then no. And I was like, yo, yes. And for about a good several minutes, I was in fucking shock of like, what? He stabbed her in the heart. Amazing greatness. I fucking loved it. It was great. I don't understand why Drogon did not burn Jon alive here. If you guys can explain to me that in the comments, that'd be amazing. He burned the Iron Throne, which is what people were saying. Some people have predicted that what's going to happen. Season finale is going to be the Iron Throne being no more, and essentially it was that. So appreciate that, very much like that. Man, okay, so that was awesome. Jon kills Dany. The end. Then he takes Dany, and we never see Dany again. Odd choice, because then it skips to 5 weeks later. Let's say 5 weeks, 4 weeks. Everybody's here. We get some weird democracy, like weird conversation, some awkward comedy, just a bunch of stuff here. And ultimately, Tyrion has been captive for a long time. They've captured Jon. Jon's under arrest. I'm surprised they didn't kill Jon on the spot. All this stuff. And then they decide we need to make a new king. And the Grey Worm's like, okay, I'll agree to this. And he agrees for Bran to be him, the guy, and Tyrion suggested, and it becomes this really, really weird thing. And I'm just like, oh my God, the show is going to end the weirdest of ways with fucking Bran on the Iron, as the leader. What the fuck? I don't know. I guess it made sense after Tyrion talked. It made sense. It was just very, very weird, man. Then we get some more one-on-one with Tyrion and Jon. Jon's got to go to the wall, back to the wall, be Night's Watch. But then he isn't a Night's Watch because then he keeps going north with the wildlings, so that's weird. Great one-on-one. Grey Worm goes to where Missandei lived, the Isles of Naf, whatever he goes to. Really cool. Arya's like, I'm going to go to the west of Westeros. Nobody's ever been there. I'm going to go find it. Sansa's the new queen. She's the queen of the North. Really awesome. I love Brienne writing and finishing Jaime's story because several seasons ago, Jaime talked to somebody, might have been Brienne, about his story, and he's done nothing of accomplishment. And his story was just that. He killed the king, and that was it. That was it. But then she wrote the rest of his story, and that's awesome. Love that, because she knows the rest of his story. Very cool. Then we have this. Tyrion fixing the tables, and everybody comes and fucks with the chairs. Awesome. I don't know. I mean, I guess they explain why Bronn is here. Bronn is the leader. Like the king of coin or whatever. Bronn is what he always wanted. He is the richest motherfucker in the kingdom. Respect that. Not sure. I mean, I guess we're all cool now. And if I told you the ending, if I told you seasons ago, this would be the table at King's Landing, nobody would have fucking believed it. Not one single person. Then we have over here, Jon's up here, Tormund's here for some reason. And then we have really cool back and forth between everybody walking, Jon, Sansa, Arya, walking, ultimately getting to their spots. Essentially, Queen of the North, awesome. Arya's where she's going, the west of Westeros, and Jon is the warden what do they call the commander of the Night's Watch? But I don't even think he's that. I just think he went with the wildlings. Him and Tormund about to burrow it up, and that's it. And that is essentially Game of Thrones, ladies and gentlemen. That is Game of Thrones. That is the series finale. Although the series stumbled several times during this final season, several times, characters ultimately made choices and things happen, and you were just going like, wait, what? The series is still amazing. You know, probably my favorite series of all time, maybe top 3 easily. And yeah, I mean, even though it's not the ending that everybody wanted and it stumbled and people are going to be really, really mad, the series is still great. Visually still great. Writing still great. There was still some continuity problems and some weird dialogue choices sometimes, but it's still better than almost everything on TV. So ultimately I give the series finale probably an 8. Yeah, I was thinking 7, but after we did the breakdown here, I think I'd give it an 8, a solid 8. It was really, really good. Some interesting choices. I think I was holding resentment from what happened last episode and losing Jaime and Cersei, and then the turn by Dany that I didn't see as something that was earned yet. But if you get past that and you just accept where we are at the start of this episode, you will like mostly everything that happens in this episode, except for the weird moment where we skip weeks and then we're having this round table situation. But other than that, I mean, the series was great. I mean, this episode I thought was pretty good. I'd give it an 8. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon if you want the full, uncut, unedited reaction. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and hopefully you guys like this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.